Would you please?
Yes. This is a letter of appreciation from the Reserve Forces and Cadet Association based in York. It's the letter of appreciation to Staff Sergeant Instructor Paul Greenhow. On behalf of the Reserve Forces and Cadet Association for Yorkshire and Humber, we write to thank you for the contribution and commitment you have made to the Army Cadet Force during our 6 years of loyal and dedicated service. We've taken your share of the demanding duties and challenges which are so often presented by the cadet service. The loyalty and pride which you have fostered in Humberside and South Yorkshire Army Cadet Force and in the Army Cadet Force as a whole is greatly appreciated, and we recognise fully the part you have played in upholding the highest traditions. In sending our thanks, may we also hope that you will continue to serve the Army Cadet Force for many years to come. We also take this opportunity to wish you good fortune and success in the future. And it's signed by Captain Ian Robinson, Royal Naval Reserve, who's the Chairman of the RFCA, and Colonel Snag, who was the Chief Executive. If I could now ask the Mayor to present the certificate to Lieutenant Greenhow. Thank you.
Officers, gentlemen, cadets, this is an unexpected pleasure for me tonight. I didn't expect to be able to do, I was going to have to do this, but I've worked with the ex-sergeant now on very many occasions in Withernsea, and I would like to associate Withernsea with this because he has done Withernsea proud. Some of you will have attended on parades with some of the events I run. He has never let me down, nor have you. And it really does give me great pleasure to present you with this letter of commendation. Thank you very much.
When are you coming back? Right, officers, cadets, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jeff Ogden. I'm the director of an organisation called the High Sheriffs and Humberside Police Tribune Trust. On a mainly honourable basis because I'm a retired senior police officer, and I'm the director of the trust. Hugh Bethel was the Deputy Lord Lieutenant of the East Riding and former High Sheriff is the Chairman of the trust. It is a charity which exists across Humberside to support projects from the community that tackle issues of crime and disorder, build respect for young people, involve young people in sport and active recreation, tackle issues with vulnerable victims, and generally try to keep crime down in support of the civil police. And believe you me, the police service at the moment needs as much support as it possibly can get in any area across this country. Sergeant Salmon, through Justin McCartney of the Seaside Radio, made an application to Trust for some money to assist in training the cadets in interview techniques and broadcasting, so they could go out and interview service personnel and members of the British Legion about service life and their experiences, and exchange stories about their experiences. This really does fit the respect agenda that we're all trying to do at the moment with young people. And from what we've seen tonight, it's a fantastic group you've got here, a fantastic detachment of cadets, and we're delighted to support it. So there's a cheque for £1,000 towards this, and if there's any change, I suspect it will go towards the Himalayas, but we'll have to see about that. I've just thought that out with Justin McCartney from Seaside Radio. But just a word about Seaside Radio. This again is a successful community initiative. It does some fantastic work across Holderness and Withernsea, which can be seen as a little bit cut off. And the combination of the cadets and Seaside Radio, you've got a winner there. So thanks very much indeed, and ask Hugh Beth will probably say a few words and present the cheque to you, because you did all the work in actually negotiating with me and Justin to get the contract. Thank you.
Yeah, well, Jeff said most things, but I'm delighted to have the cheque here to give to you, and I look forward to hearing the broadcast. I think I'll be able to reach it at my home.
Yeah, we'll get some CDs created.
There'll be CDs as well. It'll be online for all eternity. That's the bad news. So if you Google the Tribune Trust, you come up for the last time, believe it or not.
Well, that's excellent, and I look forward to listening to it, and good luck with it all.
Thank you very much.
Right. Coomber, Seaside Radio. I'm at the Army Cadets unit in Withernsea with Jeff Ogden. And would you like to tell us what you're doing here, Jeff?
Well, I'm the director on a voluntary basis of a charity called the High Sheriffs and Humberside Police Tribune Trust, and we support community-based projects that tackle issues of crime and disorder across the Humberside Police area. And our aim is to improve citizenship in young people, promote sport and active recreation, protect the vulnerable from crime, reduce crime, tackle drug and alcohol misuse, and lots of things involving young people and vulnerable victims.
It's quite a wide remit.
Quite a wide range of things. All our money comes from the trustees and former High Sheriffs, future High Sheriffs, people that sit around the table with me, and local businesses. We don't have a huge budget, but we raise about £100,000 a year, and we distribute that to worthy causes tackling crime and disorder across Humberside. And the Withernsea Army Cadets, through Seaside Radio, made an application to the Trust to help fund the cadets receiving training by yourselves at Seaside Radio in broadcasting and interview techniques that would then allow them, with the run-up to Remembrance Sunday, to go out and interview members of the British Legion and service personnel about their experiences and make comparisons and get used to interviewing people about that and then broadcast it on air across Holderness.
And we chose sort of the 90th anniversary
Absolutely,
of Armistist.
to coincide with the 90th anniversary of Armistist Day and Remembrance Sunday on the 11th. And we believe this is an excellent initiative that really does bring young people and older people together. It's very much part of the respect agenda which everybody talks about nowadays. Young people get a lot of stick nowadays, without justification, I think, actually. And what this proves is that there are many young people who just do want to do good for society, and there's a very strong cadet force in Withernsea, and we'd like more young people to get involved with it.
Well, of course, yeah. Were you in the armed forces yourself?
No, I was a senior police officer. I was in the police service for 34 years. I retired as head of Humberside CID, so I've seen the consequences of crime over 4 decades. I've been involved with criminal justice issues now for nearly 50 years.
So
that is why I'm very much appreciative of projects of this nature.
So, thank you very much, and thank you for your time.
Pleasure, thank you.
Well, I'm still at the Army Cadets headquarters, and I'm with Paul Greenhow. And can you tell me, Paul, what you are doing here tonight?
I've been invited along by the company commander, Major Morn, to receive a letter of appreciation for the 6 years that I've given to cadets and to the efforts that we put in. You know, it's nice to be recognised and appreciated, and so I popped along tonight to receive them.
Right, so what have you actually done when you were here in this 6 years?
Well, obviously the full 6 years wasn't spent here. It just depends where you actually get to take up a post, and I was offered the post at Hornsey Detachment, which I did for 3 years, and then the position became available, and I was asked to take over as detachment commander here. And being closer to home, you know, it was an ideal thing for me, and that's what I've done in the last 6 years, which covers a range of activities.
Well, I've seen you out and about at various fetes and.
Well, it was a very good link for Withernsea and Hornsey, because with them being two coastal towns, you know, it was easy to link them together, and we did things with Hornsey Cadets as well as Withernsea Cadets.
Right. And why have you left?
Just pressure at home, really, with family members needing a bit more attention at this time, and it's a sad thing, because people have said, will you miss it? And I've said, yeah, obviously, yeah, you know, it's been a fantastic journey. I've really enjoyed it, you know, and I have been given the option to reapply, you know, once things improve, but like I say, I can't really fault it. It's been an excellent journey through all the training, and the places that they send you for adult instructor training as well is just been fantastic. I've been to Frimley Park.
Frimley Park, near where I used to live.
King George VI course, and that was really good, you know.
And you've taken the cadets away at various camps?
Yeah, the annual camps that we used to do, we used to go on those whenever I could. Company weekends and other sort of events. They used to do an event when we was at Hornsey with the serving territorial army called the Logistic Lampoon, and that's where the older people and the younger people could get together and compete against each other, and it was great fun, and the children loved it. Even things like pulling a Land Rover up a hill with ropes, you know, as a team, the team effort, and it was very fulfilling to see them do stuff like that, you know.
And being back tonight, has that made you realise how much you're missing it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, when they asked me would I miss it, and I knew I would.
Yes.
And I said, yeah, you know, but there has to be a sort of equilibrium between certain things, and it's the trouble with the Army Cadets is it's infectious. As soon as you start, you can't stop, and you carry on, and it's very good. Sort of like personally as you feel. You know, it's very
but I think the last time we met, you were doing the archery.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So was it Burton Pitsea?
Yeah.
And I quite missed that. So if you come back, please get it back again and invite me along.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was at the time climbing wall qualified as well, so maybe we'd do something like that next time.
I should be careful opening my mouth here, shouldn't I? And finally, the reason we're here is because it's the 90th anniversary of the Armistist. And obviously this must be very important to you too.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we, even in our sort of private lives, try to attend and support very much.
Do you have any army experience?
Not personally, no. I think more than anything, when I got involved, it was because my two sons wanted to do something different, and I said, well, we'll go along here and have a look. And they joined and they enjoyed it, and then they asked me the question, did I want to come along and have a look, and I did, and I sort of got stuck then, so...
They sort of volunteered you for it. Now,
in a roundabout way, I think I did, yeah.
Haven't you ever heard the expression, the army never volunteer for anything?
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's done them a power of good. I mean, they've moved on now, and they're both serving members of the territorial army.
Oh, right.
So they're enjoying their careers now. But without this start in life, I don't think they would have achieved what they're achieving now.
Yeah.
And it's been a real boost for them.
It's a good place for, I mean, not just boys, but for girls too. You know, I know there's a few girls here as well. And
I think when I look back at watching my sons when they joined, being on the first camping out, and fieldcraft expeditions and things like that, watching them make their own meals for the first times, and how do you deal with that? You can't flick a kettle on or just turn on the cooker. It's, you know, you've got to get stuck in and listen to instruction and be capable of doing that, and it teaches them so much independence that it's a really good thing for, like a stepladder for them. And I was pleased that they had got that kind of start, you know, because it's quite easy to say or shout another family member to do things for you rather than do it yourself.
It's a good training, good grounding for a lot of things, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and although the computer side of things are in the mix with this kind of training in different areas, it's very much a physical type of thing. Gets you out, gets you outdoors, gets you into the PlayStation games and Xbox games, you know, and gives you that
off street corners. And very good. Oh well, it's been great to see you again. I must admit, I actually didn't recognise you out of uniform.
I seem to be always in green at one point.
But it's nice to see you again, and well done. Congratulations on your awards.
Thank you.